Heidi, good afternoon. So no pitching up for both of these individuals.
No pitching up indeed, Devon. We had a situation where it was the first day of the disciplinary hearing for these two individuals, given the fact that there has been allegations of looting with VBS Mutual Bank, and it was the CEO as well as the executive they've been put into question, and they did not pitch up for their first disciplinary hearing. SAICA legal team basically saying that they've put out all means to try and contact these two individuals. They even went as far as going to their houses to try and figure out where they are and to inform them that they have a disciplinary hearing today. They did not pitch, and SAICA being quite adamant that they should be struck off the roll and their membership should be taken away from them, given the fact that they have been involved in all these allegations at VBS Mutual Bank. Unfortunately, this has been postponed, given the fact that the disciplinary committee feels that it is important for SAICA to find other means to contact them, whether it's the court route or not. But they need to find other ways to contact these two individuals and inform them that they have a disciplinary hearing with SAICA.
Now, this disciplinary hearing, let's just take two steps back here, comes under the backdrop or against a number of inquiries set to begin on VBS. This particular one looks at these two individuals, Andile Ramavunga and Chifuo Madotsi. He's the former chairperson of the bank's majority shareholding company, Vele Investments. Both of them are chartered accountants. SAICA now wants to actually look into this because of their membership with the body as chartered accountants. So just to be specific about what this disciplinary hearing is about.
That is exactly it, Devon. So this disciplinary hearing is looking at their involvement in VBS Mutual Bank. We know VBS Mutual Bank has been placed under curatorship, given the fact that there was a lot of dodgy dealings happening with the bank, a lot of false deposits happening, when this occurred, these two individuals were questioned, given the fact that it is the chairman of the bank and the CEO, and SAICA being the umbrella body of accountants, questioning their involvement as accountants, and given the fact that they are members of SAICA, the disciplinary hearing is looking at their conduct and their involvement in VBS Mutual Bank, given the fact that it is now placed under curatorship. Also, we're talking about billions of rands here that it seems as though allegedly that these two individuals took out of this bank. It's an amount of about 2 billion rand. So SAICA, coming out hard, saying that these members, their membership needs to be revoked and they need to be removed from SAICA, given the fact that they have sufficient evidence to prove wrongdoing.
Heidi, before I let you go, so nevertheless, that disciplinary hearing did go on without these two. Of course, if you could just wrap up very quickly who was on the stand today and just what came out of it. Also, just looking forward, what happens from this point.
So today we're specifically looking at these two individuals, the CEO as well as the former CEO and chairman of VBS Mutual Bank. And what SAICA was aiming to do was to prove that they reached out to these two individuals and they were unable to contact them. They emailed them, they tried to call them, they even went as far as going to their houses, and they could not reach them. So today it was specifically about these two individuals and how they wanted them to testify and to speak about, give their version of events, which they were unable to do given the fact that they did not pitch. So today's disciplinary committee postponed proceedings, given the fact that they've told SAICA to go back and try and contact them and find other means to make sure that they have been informed about this disciplinary committee, and whether they decide to come or not, we'll have to await that outcome. But we will now wait for SAICA to inform us on whether or not these two individuals will appear at this disciplinary committee or if their membership will be revoked.
Well, thanks very much indeed.